Here at Healing Hands in Nebraska, we feel very strongly that we need to be fair to people. They need to know the risks and the benefits and the alternatives of the care that they're going to take on, not just from a medical standpoint, but from a financial standpoint. I've heard patients say time and again, well, if my insurance company says I can't do it, then I can't do it. And that's just not the case. But the problem is that as a society, particularly as a group of medical professionals, we as physicians and then the American public in general has been convinced, some would say brainwashed, into believing that the insurance companies can dictate what you can and cannot do. A lot of patients come in and they're nervous. They're nervous about whether or not they're going to be able to afford the care that they need. And that nervousness is compounded by the fact that in most cases, in most practices, patients can't find out what it's going to cost them before the fact. It's not until months later that they get that surprise bill and they play medical price roulette. And then they wonder, what did I get myself into? I encourage every patient. I tell every patient that sits there and wonders, well, should I go with you or should I go with Dr. So-and-so who's in network? And I encourage them all. I say, go ahead and see Dr. So-and-so for your second opinion and find out whether or not Dr. So-and-so agrees with the plan that I've offered you. But before you leave there, make sure you ask this one question. Ask Dr. So-and-so, how much is this going to cost me? If the primary advantage of going to see somebody who's in network is that you're not going to have to pay anything, and when you ask that person, how much is it going to cost, and they can't tell you, then is it really an advantage? When we consider that 2/3 of all individual bankruptcies last year in the United States were due to medical debt, and that 75% of those people who went bankrupt due to medical debt had insurance, going to see somebody who's in network isn't always the answer. Find the value in all the care that you undertake. Make sure you know what you're getting and make sure you know what you're getting it for. Make sure you know what you're going to have to pay for it. And then you can make a value judgment. You can decide what's right for you, instead of some bureaucrat on the other end of the phone who's never met you before and who really doesn't care about you deciding on your behalf. Take back your health care. Empower yourself to make the right decision for yourself medically and the right decision for yourself financially.